one pizza too many. Cooking and unboxing videos.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. One pizza too many cooking and unboxing videos. Now today on this snowy January day, as promised, I'm going to continue with my Healthy January playlist, and today I'm going to show you how to do a version of the Fanta chicken dish, which is quite popular amongst sort of slimming world, Weight Watchers, that kind of scene if you like. I'm going to give you my take on it, and I'm going to be adding extra heat. I'm adding a Carolina Reaper Chilli to mine. You don't have to, you can leave it out, but I thought why not. Let's give it a go. Let's see how much spice one of these will add to a dish this size and how it affects pressure cooking, as I've never pressure cooked with one of these. So let's give it a go. If you do like what you see, make sure you give me a thumbs up and you subscribe to the channel, hitting that bell for the notification of when I release a new video. Now let's run through the ingredients and then we'll get into the cooking. Here we have the ingredients that we'll be using today. We have some red bell peppers, some chestnut mushrooms, some red onions. We have the heat of today's dish, the Carolina Reaper Chilli. We have some crispy onions, I love these for garnishing after the dish has been served. Some salt and pepper, some vegetable stock. We have 500 ml of the orange diet Fanta, or any diet fizzy orange will do the same job. We then at the back have tomato puree. We then have a red chilli for garnish, some ginger and some garlic, some white wine vinegar to add a bit of tang to the dish. We also have a fresh pineapple, corn flour for thickening the sauce at the end if we desire, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, so this is rapeseed oil, and we also have the chicken, which has been diced up and is 1 kilo in weight, and then we have the Ninja Foodi Max pressure cooker. First of all, we're going to get the garlic cloves. So I've got 4 garlic cloves, and all I'm going to do is just slice them really thin, nice and thin. I'm not going to dice it or make it into a paste like on other videos. I'm just going to leave it nice and thinly sliced. Then we have some ginger root. Now a lot of the Fanta chicken recipes you'll see online don't use ginger or garlic, however I like the ginger, garlic, chili sort of flavours, base flavours for a lot of Asian cooking, so I'm going to add them. So I'm just going to top and tail the ginger root and I'm going to peel it. Now little tip for peeling, if you don't want to peel with a peeler, ginger is really easy to peel, believe it or not, with a teaspoon. It also, if you slip, saves your little hands from a nasty nick from a peeler, so little tip. Okay. I'm going to just put the peelings back into the glass that's now empty. And the ginger, again I'm going to slice this really thin. If you're not a fan of slicing ginger and garlic really thin, another option for this would be to just use a box grater. I'm then going to julienne this so into like matchsticks. This is going to give some warmth to the dish as well, not a spicy heat, just a sort of a glowing warmth. Okay, so the ginger is sliced up. So we've got the ginger and we've got the garlic. Next, I have some bell peppers. Got 2 of these. And I'm just going to cut these into nice sort of chunks. I like it when they're fairly chunky in a dish like this. Like so. And the second one. And then if you've got bits of the white inside, you can take that out if you like, because it will add a little bit of bitterness to the dish. So if you're careful with your knife, you can take those out. And again, don't worry about shape and size. If you like them sliced, slice them. Okay. It's been snowing here this morning, so a little bit chilly. Okay, so then we've got the bell peppers. Then I've got some chestnut mushrooms. I love mushrooms. All I'm going to do is quarter these. The pigeon's back out, you can just hear it. And then I've got 4 red onions. I'm going to slice these in half, like so. And then all we're going to do is we're going to take the root out, cut them in half, and then into quarters. So each half into quarters, so it matches the shape of the red pepper. So let me know in the comments below, what healthy dishes have you been conjuring up in your Ninja grill or your Ninja Foodi this January? Have you even bothered? I know I've really struggled with the motivation to try and cook healthier. Okay, so then we've got all the onion prepared there. Then next I'm going to slice the red chilli. Now I'm not adding this to the dish. This is just going to be for garnish, along with some spring onions as well that I've just found in the fridge that I'm going to add on for a nice crunchy garnish at the end. So we've got the chilli for garnish there, and then we've got these Carolina Reaper Chillis. Now these are over 2 million on the Scoville scale, the hottest chilli in the world. Let's just go for it. Now, before I get one of these out of the packet, believe it or not, I don't normally do this. I'm going to put a glove on because I don't want the pain later on. Okay, so let's have a look. So these are dried, and we've got different sized ones. Look at them, look at the difference in size. So we've got sort of a small, medium and large. Let's try and go for an average size. I like the look of that one. That looks spicy, it looks hot. Let's go for that one. But look at the size of that one. Okay, so these are from Chili Wizards. Link in the description below. And I've spoke to a few people before doing this video, and they've said there's no way you want to put a whole one of these into this mix. It will be so spicy. However, let's just go for it. So I'm going to carefully chop this up, and the seeds and everything are going into this. Careful chopping dried chilies, especially because they do like to ping about. The last thing you want is one of these seeds in your eye. That will be painful. Okay. It's already getting me at the back of the throat, the pepper, the spiciness, the heat. fantastic. Okay, obviously you can add more things if you like, less things, it's totally up to you. Okay, however, there we have the chopped up Carolina Reaper. I'm just going to sprinkle this over the chicken so you can see the effect. You know, you can see how much we've got on there, just like that. Then we have this lovely fresh pineapple, and all we're going to do is prepare this, is take the top off, take the bottom off, got a little bowl for the waste, and then all you do is follow your knife round, nice and slow if you need to, no need to rush. So you take all the skin off, like so. Then you've got your pineapple peeled. We're going to cut it into quarters, lay it down on the board and just cut the core out. So you're left with all the edible pineapple. Like so. Then I'm going to cut this into chunks, okay? Like so. Fantastic. I love fresh pineapple. I like it in curries. Use pineapple in the dansak curry that I made in the Ninja Foodi as well. Make sure you head over, have a look at that recipe. That was tinned pineapple for that recipe. However, we've got some fresh on the go today for this dish. Now, quick tidy up and then we'll get the Ninja on cooking. So I've brought you in a bit closer so you can see directly into the pot. And the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to switch the Ninja on, which it already is. And basically what we're going to do is come around to sear and saute, and we are going to go to temperature, and I'm going to put it to medium, and then I'm going to press the big button so it starts. And you might hear some clicking and some banging as the pot's warming up, but that's totally fine. Then I'm going to go in with the 2 tablespoons of rapeseed oil, like so. And into this oil we're going to go in with the ginger and the garlic. So don't panic if any other bits of veg go in at this point, like a big lump of pepper then's gone in, that doesn't matter. And we're just going to stir this round and start releasing some flavours, and we're going to add a good pinch of salt, as that will help to soften, bring out the moisture out of the ginger and also the onions once we add those in. So we're going to give this a minute or so, and then we're going to add some of the other ingredients. You can see how the heat's now coming off this, and it's cooking away nicely, and the smells are fantastic of the ginger and of that garlic. Then I'm going to go in with the onion, oh, that lovely red onion, like so. And don't be worried if you're breaking this down into little pieces, it's fine. And again, we're just going to stir this around, and then we're going to cook that out for another 2 to 3 minutes. So another 2 minutes has gone by, and I'm going to go in with the rest of the veg. So the bell peppers and the mushrooms. And again, like I said earlier when I was showing you how to prep the veg, if you've got any preference to what veg you like, then you make the dish yours. You put what you like in your dish. Fantastic. Then what we're going to do is going to go in with the chicken, so all the chicken, and obviously that hot and spicy Carolina Reaper Chilli. Mix all of this in. The colours look really good, even if I am colourblind. And while that's now cooking away, I'm going to add some of the white wine vinegar to just give it a bit of a sort of sourness. And we're going to go in with 2 teaspoons. Now normally in a sweet and sour sort of dish you would at this point be adding sugar. The sugar and sweetness from this dish is actually going to come from the diet Fanta or fizzy orange. Okay. So next in, that is what we're going to go with. We are going in with 500ml of this diet Fanta. In it goes. Now at this point it's a good idea, if you wanted to whack this up to high on sear and saute, just to bring the temperature up quickly of all the cold ingredients that are now just been put into the chicken and the Fanta. It is smelling really good, and I can smell the kick from that one dried Carolina Reaper Chilli. I can't wait to try it. It's going to be amazing. Now some people add the pineapple at the end, however I like mine slightly sort of cooked down, so I'm going to add it in now and I'm going to mix it in. So all that fresh pineapple going in, it's going to add a real depth of flavour, sort of a different consistency to the mouth feel of the dish. Yummy. Now it looks really good. Then on top of this we've got a veg stock cube. You can use a chicken stock cube as well if you wanted to, or some fresh chicken stock. However, that's just going to add more liquid to the dish, and the liquid we're using is that Fanta to give it that sort of sweetness. And then finally, just on top, we're going to place the tomato puree. Now I'm not going to mix this in, I'm just going to leave this on top, and I'm going to mix this in at the end. If you mix it in now, the sauce will become too thick straight away, and you may have issues when you come to ask the cooker to build its pressure. You may get that add water, so we're going to leave the tomato puree on top and mix that in once we've pressure cooked. So that's all the ingredients in that we need for now. So next is we're going to go on with the pressure lid. Lock that on. Then we're going to turn the vent over on the top to seal. And I'm going to come round and I'm going to press function. And I'm going to go to pressure. I'm going to leave this on high. And I'm going to change the pressure setting. Sorry. We're on high. I'm going to press time. I'm going to just knock that down to 8 minutes from 10. And I'm going to press go. And you get the classic ninja beep to say that it's now started its preheat. This is going to take around 5 to 10 minutes to come to pressure and to start that pressure and cooking process. So join me again once the pressure has completed its job and it's all cooked, and we're going to take the lid off and we're going to have a look what it looks like. The Ninja Foodi has just beeped to say that the 8 minutes of the pressure cooking is over. Now I timed it and it took nearly 10 minutes to come to pressure. So far it's taken about 18 minutes, give or take, from when we last left it. Now what we're going to do, we're going to do a quick manual vent. So what we're going to do is come over to the seal at the back and just vent. So the manual vent is nearly finished. That's taken nearly 5 minutes to do the manual vent. So we'll just wait for the little safety tab to drop, just like it has there. And we now know it's safe to take the lid off. Now you should always be careful. So we're going to twist it, lift it off, allow the excess to run back into the pot. And you'll see the tomato puree still on top and this nice liquid. Now we're going to mix that tomato puree a little bit just near the top, and then we're going to mix it all in, and it smells absolutely fantastic. Now you can see that it's still quite a wet mixture, which is fine. The chicken inside is beautifully cooked. The pineapple's held its shape really well, and the onions and the peppers and the mushrooms have cooked down nicely, but still got loads of colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this back on now onto sear and saute, and then we're going to thicken it slightly with some corn flour. So I'll come around and press function, back down to sear and saute, and we're going to put it on a medium heat and press on. Then I have some corn flour here, and I'm going to add some more Fanta. Just add it into the corn flour, mix that up into a paste to dilute it. If you try and add corn flour straight in, it'll just go really lumpy and it won't dissolve in. And corn flour will only thicken if the mixture is bubbling, as it is now. So we're going to go in, we're going to add half to begin with and mix it round, and again that's thickened it up nicely, and I'm just going to go in with the rest of it because I do like it my sweet and sour quite thick. And there we go. Instantly you've not lost any of that sauce, any of that lovely flavour. Fantastic. Right, now let's get some of this plated up and have a taste. Okay, so we've got our plate and we're gonna get some of this nice Fanta chicken out. Now you could have this with a side of some nice steamed rice, or some egg noodles would go really well. However, with it being healthy January, I thought we'd just go with the dish itself, and to get some of that flavour and the pineapple. Then on top, and then we've got some spring onions, which I'm just going to chop at an angle and sprinkle over some of these lovely fresh chilies that not really got any spice to them. And then some of these lovely crispy onions as well over the top. And I did just send my red chilies flying everywhere. Yeah, you did notice that, right? Now let's have a taste. I mean, tell me what you think. Put a picture up on the screen next to me so you can see the dish as well. I think it looks really good. Question is, how hot is this going to be with that Carolina Reaper chili? Dare I have a bite of this? Right, let's go for it. So I've got a piece of chicken, some of the sauce. It is super hot. It's super hot heat wise, as in heat of the dish. And you know what? It's not too bad heat with the Carolina Reaper. In fact, dare I say it, I think I probably could have put another one in there. However, it does taste amazing. As a healthy dish, it's really, really good. It's just starting to get me in the back of the throat, the Carolina Reaper. However, flavour wise, it's amazing. So have a go yourself. Let me know what you think of the dish. Head over and check out my Healthy January playlist just next to me, and make sure you see the soup that I did last week in the Ninja soup maker, and then join me next week for a dish that I'm going to be cooking in the Ninja grill. Another healthy dish, the last one of our Healthy January before we head into February, and I've got some cracking dishes you don't want to miss planned for February. They're not healthy, however they're full of flavour and cooked in the Ninja, Foodi, the grill, the soup maker, Kamado, pizza ovens. We're going to have them all going. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up if you have found today's content useful, and I hopefully see you all again very soon. Thanks for watching, everyone.
One pizza too many.